So I want people to understand that we not CyHi fans now because we in a war right now. But I have been enjoying listening to all the CyHi drops. It looks like he just dropped another song on YouTube called "Look What You Done." So we did the last two songs, started with the J. Cole diss, Bruh Lost Control, into his other song about the good music. And now we're gonna go ahead and continue with CyHi with "Look What You've Done." So let's see what CyHi talking about again, man.
Look what you've done. All in the name of love. Just look what you've done. The sorrow has begun.
I'm glad CyHi's getting to shine though.
First of all, I want to tell you that you selfish as fuck. You just, bruh, you thought that'd be a hell of a look. This is chestnut checkers. I could tell you a rook like a heroin addict.
Hold on, bro. This better not be another. Yo, I swear to God, if this is another J. Cole diss, yo, this is war, yo. Hold on. It may not be. I may be tripping. Let me hear what he's saying again. Because I'm not about to be bobbing my head to this shit. Well, you disrespecting the GOAT, man.
First of all, I want to tell you that you selfish as fuck. You just, bruh, you thought that'd be a hell of a look. This is chestnut checkers. I could tell you a rook like a heroin addict. I watch you shoot yourself in the foot. I remember Sedale with the leather belt getting whooped in front of the class. Nigga, you never felt what it took. Being laid on the cross, hands nailed to the wood. Survivor's remorse from niggas that you left in the hood. Like, that'd be a hell of a look.
I just want to tell you that you selfish as fuck. You diss, bro. You thought that'd be a hell of a look.
This is chestnut checkers. I could tell you a rook.
This is chestnut checkers. I can tell you a rook.
Like a heroin addict. I watch you shoot yourself in the foot.
Like a heroin addict. I watch you shoot yourself in the foot. So shooting yourself in the foot is like, you know, doing something that's like spiting yourself. But a heroin addict shoots, you know, drugs into their vein. But do they shoot in their foot though? I know. Like I was giving them credit the other time, you know, saying that, you know, things are a little bit better when they make sense both ways. That's a little reachy on one way, but I still get it. It's still a nice line.
I remember Sedale with the leather belt getting whooped.
Unless, you know, they actually do shoot themselves in the foot. I don't know much about heroin addict, but now he's going with the leather belt because, you know, you tie a leather belt around. But now he's, you know, the leather belt getting whooped. I remember Sedale with the leather belt getting whooped. So tying the leather belt to the heroin leather belt to getting whooped.
In front of the class, nigga, you never felt what it took.
In front of the class, you never felt what it took.
Being laid on the cross, hands nailed to the wood.
Being laid on the cross, hands nailed to the wood. Okay, Jesus, the crucifixion.
Survivor's remorse from niggas that you left in the hood.
Survivor's remorse. That's a real thing. You make it out of some area, you know, not a lot of people have made it out. And, you know, you kind of feel like you're the sacrificial lamb in a way or shouldn't have made it. Let's keep listening, though.
Cross, hands nailed to the wood, survivor's remorse from niggas that you left in the hood. Like Devin, Greg, Melvin, and Butch. I know it's a bunch of stories you could tell if you could. Scary ass nigga, I could tell you was shook. It wasn't that tough when they robbed you for a bell of that kush. CyHi, the tell of a crook that fell for the hook. The only thing that was left inside them shells was the soot. I know ain't a prophet, how you just gonna put yourself in the book? Ammonia mixed with ether, that's how it smelt when it cooked.
All right. So I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, he does say, you know, you ain't a prophet. And this did start off because of false prophets. But I don't know if this is about J. Cole, you know, survivor's remorse, people I left in the hood, Deion, Greg, Melvin, and Butch. I could, you know, scary ass, I could tell you what.
Wasn't that tough when they robbed you for a bell of that kush?
Scary ass, I could tell you wasn't tough when they robbed you for a bell of that kush. So somebody got robbed for drugs, so they not tough.
CyHi, the tell of a crook that fell for the hook. The only thing that was left inside them shells was the soot.
The only thing that was left inside them shells was the soot. That's tough, the little residue. Yeah, so.
You ain't a prophet,
Finessed.
how you just gonna put yourself in the book?
You ain't a prophet, how you just gonna put yourself in the book? So, self-proclaimed.
Ammonia mixed with ether, that's how it smelt when it cooked.
Ammonia mixed with ether, that's how it smelt when it cooked. Drug bar, you know, CyHi likes to do the whole.
You shouldn't have even been in the streets, you a suburban kid. I'm ashamed of all the lame shit I heard you did.
That's what I'm saying. Who is he still on Cole ass? Cole, when did you get robbed for the kush? You shouldn't even been in the streets. You a suburban kid, or is this about somebody else? You know, I don't know. You know, let me I may do a little research and tap back in at the end of this video.
You ain't no dope boy, nigga, you was serving mid. You rapped a couple fire verses, now you burnt your bridge. Yeah. You need to apologize to them verses, now you burnt your bridge.
You rapped a couple fire verses, now you burnt your bridge. That's tough.
Yeah. You need to apologize to them folks. All them lies in your quotes. In my eyes, you a hoe. Cause telling them people that you almost died was a hoax. Like, that was the first time you been shot at before.
So, nah, I don't think this is about Cole. Cause you know, in my eyes, you a hoe. Cause telling them folks you died was a hoax. Like the first time you've been shot at before.
People that you almost died was a hoax. Like, that was the first time you been shot at before. Nigga, you a bitch trying to take this violent approach. Man, you never covered your face with a towel for the smoke. What? Clean in the tub using down for the soap. Or pissed on your hands so the gunpowder didn't show. What are you talking about? You like every other coward I know. You just sour cause you didn't have the power to blow. Now all your resources just went down the commode. And your record label just dropped your stupid ass an hour ago. So?
Who just got dropped?
Crazy, man. You right. I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck.
Alright, Tupac and Juke. Who he talking about? Oh. So he's talking about himself. Okay. I mean, that's what the comment's saying. All right, so now I'm going to listen to it again with that context in mind. Because I was sure trying to figure out who he's talking about. Like, again, I don't know too much of CyHi's deep backstory. Like, I just know him as a lyricist, writer. He used to sell drugs. He raps about that a lot and went to college and did that, but saying that he's really from that. So that's all I know about him. So I ain't know this whole backstory part. So let me listen again one more time with that context in mind.
Look what you've done. All in the name of fun. Just look what you've done.
Oh shit, why he dissing Cole then? It sound like he dissing him like you live the same life damn near.
Yeah.
Except for the drug selling part, I guess.
First of all, I want to tell you that you selfish as fuck. Just, bruh, you thought that'd be a hell of a look? This is chestnut checkers. I could tell you look like a heroin addict. I watch you shoot yourself in the foot. I remember Sedale with the leather belt getting whooped in front of the class. Nigga, you never felt what it took.
So he's talking about himself. So he's saying, you diss bruh. So I don't think he's talking about J. Cole. I think he's talking about way back when. Maybe why he never got put on is because he dissed somebody. I don't know if he dissed Kanye or someone else that shot himself in the foot. This is chestnut checkers. I can tell you a rook. I've heard that line a bunch of times though.
I could tell you a rook like a heroin addict. I watch you shoot yourself in the foot. I remember Sedale with the leather belt getting whooped.
So is that Sedale? Somebody in the comments was saying like that's his name. I don't know. His name is actually Sedale. So Sedale with the leather belt getting whooped. So I guess he got whooped in front of the class.
Nigga, you never felt what it took. Being laid on the cross, hands nailed to the wood. Survivor's remorse from niggas that you left in the hood.
Okay.
Devin, Greg, Melvin, and Butch. I know it's a bunch of stories you could tell if you could. You scary ass nigga, I could tell you was shook. Wasn't that tough when they robbed you for a bill of that?
So he got robbed for that.
The tell of a crook that fell for the hook. The only thing that was left inside them shells was the soot.
Okay, so yeah, he's telling his own story. So he's talking about time when he was scared when he got robbed and left his homies behind, and the time that, you know, the only thing that's left from the shells was the soot. Okay, because they made a movie.
No, ain't a prophet. How you just gonna put yourself in the book? Ammonia mixed with ether. That's how.
So I guess because his album's the Book of EGOT, so he's, you know, it's like criticizing himself, self-reflection. It's healthy.
I know ain't a prophet. How you just gonna put yourself in the book? Ammonia mixed with ether. That's how it smelt when it cooked. You shouldn't even been in the streets. You a suburban kid. I'm ashamed of all the lame shit I heard you did.
Okay, so CyHi was a suburban kid. I guess that's in his, road to college and just jumped in the streets. A lot of people like that. Tariq St. Patrick.
You ain't no dope boy, nigga, you was serving mid. You rapped a couple fire verses, now you burnt your bridge.
Yeah.
You need to apologize to them folks. All them lies in your quotes, in my eyes you a hoe. Cause telling them people that you almost died was a hoax. Like that was the first time you been shot at before.
So he lied about almost being killed.
Nigga, you a bitch trying to take this violent approach.
Man,
You never covered your face with a towel for the smoke. Clean in the tub using down for the soap. Or pissed on your hands so the gunpowder didn't show.
But that's the only part that kind of confuses me, because CyHi always talks about how he did that and other people haven't. So is he calling himself a liar, or is he just talking bad to himself? I'm not sure. Cause he said you never covered your face with a towel for the smoke, cleaned your hands so the gunpowder, you like peed on your hands so the gunpowder didn't show. So maybe he did sell drugs, but he just didn't shoot nobody. I don't know.
You like every other coward I know. You just sour cause you didn't have the power to blow. Now all your resources just went down the commode. And your record label just dropped your stupid ass an hour ago.
So? Crazy, man.
So at least he's an equal opportunist, Shit, if you would diss yourself, you diss anybody, I guess. So, hey, shout out to CyHi. Wasn't as much punchline in this one. It was just more a story. And I guess the artistic flip is maybe the perspective if he is dissing himself. If that is the angle I believe he's taking here, then that's the artistic, I guess, genius in this song, because it's not very punchline. It's not very dense to understand. Pretty straightforward and just a story. But a real short song, nice by CyHi. Nothing crazy there. But yeah, man. So stop dissing J. Cole, man. You came from the same thing. Or maybe that's all part of this story of EGOT. Maybe even the diss to J. Cole was more strategic than just getting back at him for false prophets. Maybe he is trying to highlight some of his own hypocrisy or something like that, But interesting, But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Maybe fill me in on some of these gaps that I'm missing as far as what CyHi's talking about. Is this actually a diss to himself? More of his backstory and stuff like that, so we can continue listening to it. I'm excited for this album. I may actually check this album out. But yeah, that's me, King I Kill. I am out.